Hello, SC Whitmore students. This is Mr. Cannon again with some more multiple choice test taking skills. So one of the things we want to do is help you do well, the best you can on all these multiple choice standardized tests. So whether it's ACT, SAT, WIN testing, ASVAB, or the EOC, or any other test that's standardized, you're going to probably see multiple choice questions. We've already gone through some steps to help you do your best on those multiple choice questions, but now I want to talk to you about reading and actually understanding the question. Because one of the biggest mistakes people make on standardized multiple choice exams and tests is they misread the question. So they'll read the question, but they haven't fully understood it. And so therefore, getting the right answer from that point, once you've misread the question or don't fully understand the question, is going to be a long shot. It would just be basically you guessing it right. So you have to understand the question in order to be able to figure out what the answer is. That's just common sense. So how do we do that? Well, here are some steps you can take to read and understand the question. A, read the question first. Cover the answers. Don't read the question and the answers at the same time. Just read the question, cover the answers up if you need to with your hand, and just think about the question. So then ask yourself after you read it, what is this question asking? Actually think through that in your head. What is this question asking me? Then, if you can, rephrase the question in your own words and try to think through. All right, what is this question asking me? How would I ask this question if I wrote the question? And then, without looking at the answers, think about what you know about the topic. So you rephrase the question in your own words. Now, try to think before you even look at the answers. Try to think, what do I know about this topic that the question's asking about? And it could, if it's the Civil War, then what do I know about the Civil War? If it's some term in science, if it's some math question, whatever it is, what do I know about that topic? It could be something you just read, because some questions will require you to read an excerpt first. So it may, and that's a lot of tests actually require that. So you may have just read something. What do I know? All right, so now I've asked myself the question, I've rephrased it. What do I know about that? Well, what did I just read? It could be that, or it could be something you learned in class. And then last, look at the answers. After you've done all those steps, now look at the answers and try to eliminate those you know are incorrect. So you may have gone through the process and now you're to the point where I'm looking at the answers. I know based on the topic, based on what the question is asking, it can't be A, it can't be D. So therefore it's got to be B or C. A lot of times you're able to do that. You're able to break it down to two. And then in the last video I made, we discussed what you can do once you get it broken down into two different choices. This is a very, very important part of these multiple choice questions. Now, this obviously requires time. It's not something that you want to spend 5, 10 minutes on one question. That's not going to do you any good. But trying to answer a question that maybe you don't fully know, trying to just answer it in 15, 20 seconds isn't the right play either. What you need to do is stop and go through this process. It'll only take you, this stuff will happen very quickly, by the way. These steps happen very quickly. This will take you a minute or two. And then once you get to that point, you're going to give yourself a better chance to get the right answer, even if it's not clear to you. Now, if the answer is clear, you've read the question, you've done the steps, and then the answer is clear, boom, you move to the next one. But if it's not clear and you can get it down to two, then you go through that process, it gives you a better chance. And this is going to help improve your scores. So go through these processes, think through them, and I know you're going to do your best if you do this. Have a great day.